Spirit so very clearly was like, actually, we're not done. If you listen to part one at the end, I was kind of like, okay, like sounds good. Message sent. Like maybe you're taking some sort of risk and you do it and you're just kind of like, okay, like you throw your phone or some shit when something is done. Is the energy I'm getting. Like you're taking a risk, you're excited, and then you're almost like, okay, whatever the results. But I just felt like, okay, message out, got it. Like moving on with my day. But instantly it's like, yeah, you're not done. I was hearing oh gosh. I'm sorry if I'm last you are a little oh god. Oh, okay. Gonna Love Me by Tayana Taylor, okay? Someone says gag like the gag is, or someone likes watching Kiki Palmer. Maybe her interviews. But yeah, I started hearing that. And Spirit was like, wait, we're talking about love. Like, what are you? There's no time limit on talking about love, as I see the Passion card, 133 on the time. So, the first live in the title, I said, why are you like this? And, or was it, why are you like that, or why are you like this? Either way, it was synchronistic, and I didn't even touch on that yet, but it was meant to happen the exact way that it happened. So let's see. Let's get into it because yeah, I'm hearing I want to spend my life with you, my nights with you, oh baby, baby. Listen, I saw a post that said there's a war on the heart chakra as I see 222. So judge your mother. I've accepted that sometimes I can very beautifully carry a tune, and other times it ain't meant for whoever is there. Either way, Gonna Love Me by Tayana Taylor. I feel like it's like, are you sure you're gonna be there like all the time? Like 252, are you sure you're gonna be there through thick and thin? I have been hearing a lot recently, can you stand the rain? Are you sure you can like cover these bases and fulfill this job? Because it's not anything small. And honestly, I love the energy of authenticity flowing through our collective community right now because it just says, can you fulfill the duties that are aligned with my program, with my life and what I'm creating for myself, my reality? Can you, I'm hearing impress me? Hmm. Doesn't M mean to bring in, the Latin root? So impress, press. Etymology time. Let's see. I want to spend 5 minutes. So someone just feels like I literally want to spend my life with you, but I need to make sure we're as closely aligned as possible. All right, impress. Um, have a strong effect on the mind or heart to stamp deeply in the mind. Oh my God. Sound of confirmation. Press into or upon, stamp. Hold fast, cover, crowd compress. And as soon as I read crowd compress, I thought of that movie Temple Grandin and just the neurodivergence of like needing something to be tight or close. Maybe someone needs a lot of physical touch. Yeah, to apply with pressure. Make a permanent image in, indent, imprint. So this is the type to attach your name. This is the type to get a brand. This is the type to, yeah. It's almost like it's not fulfilling if it's not life changing. And I resonate with that because all the synchronicities and confirmations and affirmations and Everything that Spirit has been giving me recently says, why are we as a collective community at all still playing small? Why are we as a collective community at all even looking at scarcity and not embracing abundance? Why are we even looking back there? Why are we even looking at the very things and people that did not fulfill us? Why are we even glancing over there? Keep your eyes on the prize, keep your eyes forward. If it's not impressive, as I just read according to the etymology, then it ain't for you at this time if you're resonating with this. When I put out those confirmations, that will be your extra nudge, because even as such an intuitive person, I almost always need that, okay, Spirit, like I heard you, I saw it, all that, but just give me that one last cherry on top. You know, that last layer of sprinkles where I know for sure this is meant for me, or this is what it is. So I'm hearing to do career and life, and the first half, I said that for a reason. Who's watching sports? But in the first part, I said I wasn't going upstairs. So I guess I'm going upstairs now. Very quickly, let me go get the career and life oracle. Okay, we're back. So something significant about confirmation, ease and comfort. Not okay. Let me be sure that I'm receiving the message in alignment. 707, 711. It has to do with balance and moderation, as we said in the first part, right? But balance and moderation is also the things that we're not so accustomed to receiving or getting. Love, affirmation, encouragement, clarity, divine. I wanted to say insight, but I was about to say Einstein. Someone feels like you are, I'm hearing an intuitive genius, 741. But I got that message because it's kind of like if you had plans to cook, right? And someone was just like, are you still gonna cook? Because I was about to head out, like I could just stop somewhere and pick something up. It's no big deal, it's nothing, right? Confirmation. You have to have balance and moderation and a sense of self, a sense of self trust to say, maybe I don't really feel like cooking. Maybe I don't really feel like doing all that. I would rather just get some food, but you're also trying to eat better. You know what decision you need to make. Or say that you have been very focused on eating, I won't even say better, I'll say healthy, whatever that looks like for you. We're all different. You've been focused on that and immersed in that. And so if someone did ask you that, you're like, oh, hell yeah. Like, I deserve to indulge a little bit. So wherever you are on whatever scale, spectrum, whatever the case may be right now, the biggest message from Spirit is 844, and I feel it so confidently in my solar plexus, is to be in tune with you, because that makes you in tune with God. Be in tune with you because that makes you in tune with Spirit. Be in tune with you because that means being in tune with your guides, your fairies, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit team. Be in tune with you. There's the throat. See what you are. Be who you are. Know what you need. Know what you don't need. And have boundaries about that. Like, okay, I'm not accepting anything that doesn't look like this. And who knows, the very reason or the very fact or event of you saying, I deserve more and walking away, could be the very thing that leads you to the abundance of it. Because Spirit just wanted to see that you were willing to uphold the very things that you prayed for, that you were willing to go to bat for them, that you were willing to stop negotiating and compromising when it comes to your fulfillment. You had to be, I'm hearing, reignited. And with that reignition, with that Phoenix phase, if any of you, if you have noticed, that I changed my header on Twitter and YouTube, where you move out of 10 o'clock on the dot with a sound of confirmation. You move out of that phoenix phase into abundance, whatever that looks like, into something new, into something vivid, into something bright, into new capabilities, new gifts, new possibilities. And as it gets darker outside, those dark clouds we saw earlier, this doesn't feel like some intimidating storm that you need to prepare for, that you need to go out and buy candles and batteries for. No, this feels like the kind of storm that you rev up for. You get the popcorn, you get the blankets, you camp out outside the window and you're watching it with all your babies, and whatever abundance looks like for you, like you can have those things, but you got to know what your storm is bringing to you and own it. Is your storm bringing deconstruction and demolition? Is it bringing you into a desolate place, or is it bringing you out of one? Is this storm carrying you back to shore, or is it carrying you out to where you're going to be yelling, Wilson? Know your life and know your place and know your lane, and you will be blessed by the authenticity of your path. You will be blessed by saying, hey, look, we're not a match because you got way too much going on for me. You are way too good. I'm going to stay over here. And you'll be blessed anyway sometimes. Or to say, you know what, you're not enough for me. I'm going to go over here. You might be blessed even more. So it's really about the authenticity of yourself, and the authenticity of your journey, and the authenticity of the point of it all. And the point of it all is the divine. Whether dark, light, evil, good, man, woman, whatever duality, the point is of a balance and a perspective shift to say, I am authentic, therefore I am powerful. I know who I am. I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. I know my connection to the Creator, to the Most High, to the point of it all. I know me, therefore I know the life I am creating. You don't get to walk up in my spot talking about, no, that's not where that goes. No, that's not that. No, that doesn't make any sense. They're not for you. No, you're not deserving of that. No, that's not what you're supposed to do for work. You stop listening to all of that bullshit. Anything judgmental, anything that makes you feel like you're out of alignment. Because when God is affirming to you that you are in alignment, who cares about the human mouth other than your own? Your tongue is your wand. Your tongue, you create as you speak. Who gives a fuck about what other people are saying? Bonus points if you have people around you that are also speaking good on your name the same way you would. But if you have people around you speaking the opposite, Spirit will alert you to that, and you need to maneuver. You need to pivot. Because they can't stop it, but they can't delay it. And so you need to be discerning of who you should be pouring into and who you should not be. And Spirit will use you on either way, on either side of the fence, on either side of the tennis match. So you can either show up in authenticity and make it easier for everybody, or you show up pretending and you delay everything, including your blessings. Food for thought. 13 minutes in, let's see what the Prayer and Life Oracle has to say to us. Thank you, Spirit, for the words of wisdom. We don't take them for granted over here. Let's see. I'm here. We about to throw them bows. What's that song from? Girl Fight? I'm seeing the word no. Keep out. Keep your head to the sky. Yeah, keep your eyes on your own wealth at this time. Keep your eyes on what Spirit has for you, not necessarily what Spirit has for someone else, because you could think that something is grand and luxurious, and behind closed doors, it's hell, it's mayhem, it's chaos. It's not at all aligned with the peace you have found and the peace you are continuing to create. Yeah, reflection. When will my reflection show who I am inside? Yeah, some of us feel like that's our authority. How come when I look in the mirror, I don't look as strong as I feel? 1444. Hell yeah, you feel like you're at the top of the fucking Eiffel Tower and you might be in the DMV. Who gives a fuck about the physical location? You're walking Paris. Your increase, you have no idea. You can't even fathom the lengths to which your increase will reach. The way your life is about to be moved and shifted. Money matters. The money matters card came right out and I wasn't even pulling it. Something about a pen. I believe it was a Twitter post. If you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, you didn't. Here's the message. It's time to sign. Yeah, perspective, spec. You have the you know you have the specifics. You read the fine print. You know where you want to go. You know what you want to get. It's time to sign. And if you don't sign, it will just be, I'm hearing redrafted, but with someone else in mind. That's coming out very clearly right now. Journey. Anybody could have been tasked with this. I'm hearing elopement, but damn, what do they call it in the fucking military? Deployment. Damn. Yeah, prickly situation. Gen, generation. Something generational. Something about a portal or a rite of passage. Yeah, I'm seeing what you truly love. And reflection literally just jumped off of wisdom. When will my reflection show who I am inside? When is the person I see in the mirror going to reflect the person that I feel like on the inside? Whether you're a teddy bear in a brute's body or a bad bitch in a cutie's body, whatever the case may be, when will confirmation sound? That was for somebody. Roll the dice. Risk. What risk do you need to take to be able to see what it is you want to see? Beginning. What will launch this whole new life? What will crack this egg? What will hatch this life for you? Something about gin. The alcohol, or that's someone's name, Jenny with a G. I-S. G-I-S, Giselle. Green. Gertrude, I'm hearing. I ain't been doing much sleeping. What song is that? I know it's Chris Brown. My eyes just went to X, EX. Two more. Something about someone's motive was discovered or whatever. Star power. Something about the truth behind someone's attraction. But let's see. For our community collective, show us clearly, spirit, concise messages, clear and concise messages. But we need to. Okay, all right. He said, oh, you want it clear. Oh, you want it concise. Flexibility, freedom. Flexibility begets freedom, period. It's as simple as that. Movement and then harmony. If you want peace and harmony, you're going to have to move. If you want to move, you're going to have to embrace freedom. And if you want freedom, you're going to have to get flexible. You're going to have to flex your fingers about them handcuffs. You might have to break a thumb. Spiritual work on the bottom. Everything I'm saying right now is a metaphor. You move from flexibility to freedom, to movement, to harmony, to true inner peace, where your outside can't rock your boat no more. Where you are fully embodying the 90% of which is what you do and what you do with it. Not the 10% that's being dealt to you. You don't learn that without actual progression, actual movement, actual sidestepping and pivoting obstacles. You have to actually go and do. Before you go and do, you have to say, you know what, I do want to be free, damn it. I do want to be happy. I do deserve some time off. I do want, to clear my schedule to do X, Y, Z. I do deserve more income. Or I do have the income to be more flexible. And all of that comes from the flexibility, confirmation, ebbing and flowing with life, accepting what is, not getting too caught up on what you want. This card literally says, this too shall pass. Having faith to say, you know what? I might be here right now, but baby, best believe I'll be where I want to be as well. 2022 on the clock. Something significant about that year because that came up earlier, but lots of references to 222, which is moon energy and union. That Two of Cups we saw come up in the first part. Something that someone has been manifesting, 7-Eleven, or creating innovatively or innovatingly with the innovation card. It says old ways are outdated. Invent, create, and test ideas. So now is the time. Hey, have you been playing? Have you been mixing colors? Have you been making up new recipes and trying new spices and herbs? Have you been playing with life? Have you been flirting with life? Just like part one said. Have you been flirting with life? Have you been playing with life? Have you been enticing the future that you want? Have you been flirting with the dreams that you have? Have you been indulging in conversation and connection with the things that you're trying to create and bring to fruition? Have you? Because that's the only way you get to know them. It's like at a zoo. It might be behind this big wall of glass, but that's for your protection. You're not meant to be over there just yet. If they open that door to them goddamn gorillas, they might tear your ass to shreds. You're meant to be over here in admiration, and that's okay. You can still interact. And the way that you know it is real and the way that you become familiar with your big dreams is interaction. You might learn that you want to go to Africa, to the safari, to actually touch and engage with these animals just from going to the DC Zoo. You have to be open to what spirit is giving you right now, not down the line, because what's right now might be a prerequisite for what will come. Hear me clearly, because it's coming out this way for a reason. Do not attempt to skip steps. It will not serve you. 2220 on the motherfucking clock, 2222. That's not alignment. That's not union. You're trying to skip steps. Flexibility, freedom, movement, harmony, in that order. Be more flexible and open-minded. Be open-minded to the fact that you can be free. Envision what freedom looks like to you. It might be different for you than it is for others. They think financial freedom. You think familial freedom. You think the freedom to express, the freedom to be, the freedom to embody who you are when you are it. Know what that is so that you can move into movement. Taking the big leaps. Embracing the possibilities. Then you get the palm trees. Then you get the beach. Then you get the yoga mat. Free time, home feeling. And it will come. It is coming. It is here already. The moment you decide to say, Spirit, what do you have for me? And let me embrace this right now. Let me embrace what you have for me in the now. And however it shows up for me, show me. Pursue me, God. Pursue me, Spirit. Show me you hear me. Show me you love me, universe. More of your glory, more of your power, more of your spirit in me. Speak to me. Manifest yourself in me. Speak these things. Affirm these things. Speak to your highest self. Highest self, I love you. I yearn for you. I crave you. I want to be like you. Show me how. Show up in my life. Guide my steps. Tap my shoulder when I'm fucking up. Put my ego in its place. Show me. And show me clearly. And show me with love. And show me with grace. And show me with patience. Speak these things to those that you lean on for support spiritually. God, ancestors, angels, whatever. Your best motherfucking friend. Show up for me. Help me, guide me. I do need help. I do need guidance. Show me a point of affirmation. Show me a synchronicity on my path today. If you heard me and if I am seen, show me a frog on my walk today. Never seen a damn frog on the way I walk, not one time. Show me a frog. Show me a fucking green butterfly. When have you ever seen a green butterfly in nature? Show me a green butterfly. And best believe you'll scroll past a picture of a green butterfly on social media. Whether it was AI or not, the universe said, I could do you one better. You don't even have to go nowhere. All you gotta do is sit there and scroll like you've been doing. And maybe that sparks something and wakes you up to say, you know what? While I'm sitting here doing supposedly nothing, I could be doing everything. It's a perspective switch. It's the flick of a switch. It's, you know what? I'm not lazy. I'm not doom scrolling because what I'm looking at is informing the reality I am creating. Let me just tweak it a little bit. Maybe I balance my scroll time with time where I'm actually researching something. I'm actually looking on Zillow for houses. I'm actually looking at loans. I'm actually looking at, I'm hearing adoption papers. Whatever the case is, whatever you want to do, you're actively taking steps on that. And then spirit will take 10 more, but you sometimes you have to ask, especially if somehow you have shown the universe, spirit, God, your guides, I'm not really fucking with it. They kind of need you to show up and be like, actually, I am interested. Excuse me, is that opportunity still available? If it is, I would love to indulge. I just, it wasn't the right time for me, but if it's still open, cool. I would love to be in alignment with this reality. But if I miss the train, I accept that. Confirmation, when you are okay with whether or not something happens, you are in a very powerful position. When you know that you will be okay regardless and you have trust and faith in whatever greater power that be, bigger than your human ass, and you say, I'm going to be good regardless, you are already in a very powerful position because you acknowledge the possibility of that. You are flexible with your thinking. You are now free in your thinking. Your thinking is becoming actual physical movement, and then you're in harmony. You're in the rhythm of life. You are at peace because you're exactly where you should be because you reflected and you got your shit together. Whether that be money, whether that be healing, because it's probably both, whether that be familial trauma or generational pain, whether that be relationships, friendships, cleanliness, hygiene on all levels, physical, mental, spiritual, all of that. Confirmation sound. Thank you, Spirit. As my voice decrescendos, just know you can ask for these things. You can request these things. And if it gets to be gets to be too much, just ask for a little let up. I do it all the time. The way the messages come through for me are so impactful and heavy and sometimes overstimulating. I will simply ask spirit, I hear you. I want to be a messenger. I want to be a mouthpiece. I'm here. I'm showing up. Could we just ease up the pace a little bit? Can we just cut the hose down just a tad? Just cut the flow a little bit so I don't drown here. Talk to me. I'm here. I don't know. Well, this is for someone. I do know. If you've seen that video of that father with his baby girl crying in the car, she was maybe like 2. And she just kept crying. And he was like, talk to me. Talk to me. What happened? And she just kept crying. He didn't get frustrated. He didn't get impatient. He didn't get mad. Talk to me. What happened? And she just broke down in tears. Said she wanted her mommy. He affirmed her. I want to see mommy too. Do you want a hug? Offering help, offering support, not just by the hug, but by holding space and then saying, hey, like don't ever let him see you cry. It's okay. That's what that force of the divine is doing for you right now. You might need a little bit more of daddy God rather than mommy God. I've said it before on our platforms. If you haven't seen the shack, it's a really good watch because it really kind of helps you see the physicality of how God can show up in different forms in your life. Your inner child or a child or a father figure, a mother figure, however you need God to show up in your life at the time, you do need to be open to it, but it makes a big, big difference when you just decide, I'm going to show up so that spirit can show you what you need to see. Flexibility, freedom, movement, harmony. Right now, things are moving. Things are moving. It's like things are being wrapped up, they're being put into place, final plans are being made before the big day. And how beautiful that we have the harmony card here where she's meditating in front of a palm tree and a sunset or a sunrise, because for some of us, the goal is that. For some of us, the big celebration is the calm, is the peace, is the silence. We don't want the overstimulation. We don't want the ripping and running and the running errands and the parties and the events, and we want a clear schedule. Some of us want more things scheduled. Some of us need more channels to pour into because things have gotten a bit too quiet. So, again, as it was said earlier, know yourself and know what you need. Know your pace. Know what you have going on. Know yourself, because to know that is to know God, that higher force. I feel like I am not going to continue saying it every time I record. God, the universe, spirit, your angels, whoever and whatever the fuck makes you feel comforted, seen, safe, loved, supported, and strong. Lean on that. It's not my business. I honestly don't care. And however my messages resonate, I know they will always resonate with who they're meant to resonate for. I affirm it every time for a reason. But I say that to be inclusive and supportive because I know that these things are difficult. I know that sometimes when things are unfamiliar, it's hard to know if you can really depend on it for assistance, if it's really aligned with you. Say you grew up religious and you always heard that crystals and card readings were demonic and evil and witchcraft. Hey, I hear you. But at some point, again, flexibility, freedom, movement, harmony. At some point, I'm looking at you like, well, you should have been came to that conclusion. You don't come up on my platforms not having an open mind. I just don't even believe that that is possible. The way that it resonates for me is that I am always speaking to those, at least majority aligned with what the fuck I'm saying. And that's why it's always important to take what resonates for you and leave the rest because it is not for you. If the word God makes you cringe, click off. Or take the messages that are for you, make it fit. If I said God and then offended you, put your ancestors right there. Put your fucking teddy bear right there. I don't care. The message is the message. Right now, as a collective community, we are looking at acceptance of what is coming because not only do we have the faith, we did the preparation. It's inevitable, it's happening. But in order to step into that light, we need to be right where we are. Does that make sense? Like for that light to shine on you, you have to be right where you are. It's like if someone was taking a photo for you and it was like, oh no, stop right there, stop. The light is hitting your eyes so beautifully right now, right? No, right here, right there. Don't move. Take a picture. It's like that. That's how present you need to be. That's how open you need to be for what Spirit is gifting you with. Oh my goodness, like the way you are going to be shining, not just your skin glowing or your hair shiny, but your life, your entire body, all of your bodies, your surroundings, your life, your home, your friends, your family. Everything will begin to glow more and more and more the more you accept where you are while holding the vision of where you're headed. Not where you want to go, not where you think you should be, where Spirit has affirmed you are headed. Always take the messages as they resonate because I'm not talking to everyone. If I was talking to everyone, the message would reach 8 billion people. That's not the name of this game. It's not about numbers. It's about me affirming my messages will always reach who they are meant to. I don't give a fuck if it reaches Donald Trump. I'm not talking to him. And the way these messages are coming through right now is because that's how bold you gotta be about authenticity. What I have is not for you. My light is not for you. My gifts are not for you. The way I speak is not for you. The way I carry myself is not for you. And walk the fuck away. Whatever doesn't align, whatever doesn't fit, it's not hatred. It's not bad blood. It's not I don't like you, I don't fuck with you. Like we good. Like if we're in passing, hey, how you doing? It's a hug, it's a kiss, it's a dap up, whatever. But I'm not for you. So if my messages are not for you, you wouldn't be here. There's no way you're 34 minutes into me talking and you're sitting there with your arms crossed like that's not my message. What? So be fucking for real. You know, if you're indulging in things that you don't align with, you're wasting your own energy. And at this point, you're just in the way because you're not authentic. Anything inauthentic gets in the way. Literally just saw somebody click off. That's right. If it's not for you, get the fuck out of the way. It's as simple as that. If you're not willing to step up and do what you need to do, or if it's simply shown to you that something or someone is not for you, have grace and stay the fuck away. Confirmation sound. But if spirit or God is constantly speaking to you saying, no, this thing is for you, this person is for you, it may not be right now, but you are in alignment. It is written. Every time you jump a timeline, there's a possibility that you will come together. Those are the things you invest in, because those are the things you saw were actual possibilities, not just potential. I don't know where I said it, but I said it recently. There's a difference between potential and possibility. For something to be possible, we have flexibility here. For something to be possible, it already exists. It first exists in your mind, but potential is zero. Potential is omnipresence. Potential is it don't even reside here. You've never fucking seen it. So you can't say it's possible or it's impossible. Confirmation sound. There's no 1, 2, 3, and 0. And if you follow, if you don't, take what resonates. But as we're continuously being shown what is for us, affirmation after affirmation, synchronicity after synchronicity, it's like, wow, okay, I hear you. Order my steps. Simple as that. I hear you. I see the messages. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Show me what I'm meant to do. And then God or spirit or your ancestors will be cracking up at your plans because you think you need to get out a pencil and a notepad. Like, okay, I'm ready. Order my steps. And you're prepared to take 4, 5, 6, 7 pages of notes. And the answer is go lay down. You're like, what? Go lay down. No, no, God, I asked you to order my steps. And I heard you. Go lay down. Confirmation sound. No, God, I think you're misunderstanding me. I asked you, what do you want me to do? You're steady going back and forth with the point of it all. The all-seeing, literally, the Most High. And you feel like you know better. Go lay your ass down. If God or Spirit said, get up, get your ass up. But that's the ebb and flow of everything. Not just life, not money, not relationships, not emotions. Everything. The tide is high, but I'm holding on. That's what I'm hearing right now. Everything flows in and flows out. People flow in and out of your life. Money flows in and out of your account. You have to be okay with that so that spirit can carry you to where you need to be, where you're meant to be. And not just out of duty, not just out of submission, not just out of control, not just a sergeant telling you what you should do, but because this is where you belong, because this is where you're most useful. Meaning, this is where you are most functional. This is your highest good, and where your highest good resides with your highest self. You don't belong over there with them, and that's okay. Let God show you where you're meant to be. Show you where you are invaluable. Show you where people aren't putting prices on your head, aren't putting prices on your love and attention and time. Where you walk in and people know what's up. Not out of fear, but out of respect and love for who you are and how you align. Oh, wow, you are exactly what we need. Thank God you came. You mean to tell me you would rather walk into a room where everybody's looking at you crazy like, what the fuck is this nigga doing here? You would prefer to walk into a room like that rather than a room where everyone is smiling, cheeks to eyes, eyes twinkling like, oh, we miss you. Where have you been? Fuck, nice to meet you, but we miss you. Where you been at? Now it's a party. Oh my God. Oh my God, life is getting so good the moment as a collective community we continue to say, place me where I'm meant to be. Because then there's less struggle. You don't have to be the billionaire, but you can be damn sure you'll still be taken care of. Everything is alignment. And there are those horns again outside my damn window. They're playing the horns. The horns that say, okay, it's time. It's time to celebrate. Spirit, God, Yeshua, we hear you. Yah, we hear you. We're here. We're showing up. Shabbat shalom. I'm telling you, this is no coincidence. I am not at all religious anymore, but I take what resonates with me, just like these readings, and I apply it. I spent years in religion. I spent years in doctrine. I spent years in the Bible, and that is what brought me to being your oracle right now, right here, today. They are blowing the horn for you. I can't make it up. Is that audible? We saw the judgment card in part one. Judgment is being called. Mind you, for some people, when they hear that gavel hit that desk, it's like, fuck. Other people, when they hear that gavel hit, it's like, hell yeah, I'm getting paid. Settlement, whatever the case may be. So just know what's for you is for you. Don't go getting caught up in other people's paths. Let me shut up for a minute so y'all can possibly hear the horns. Let me shut up for a second so y'all can hear the horns. Now they got more quiet. Mind you, to some, or a past version of me even, that would have been annoying as fuck. I was even a little agitated earlier. It's like, damn, why you gotta do that right now? Trying to record. But I have learned that, as it was said in the Micah podcast, you don't get to pick the noise. You don't get to choose the sounds in which wow. And someone just hit my phone asking, do I want something to eat? Confirmation sound. Didn't I give that metaphor earlier? Like, if you were like, I'm a cook, and someone was just like, I'm about to, I'll send you something, or I'll bring you something. Yeah. Embrace ease. Mm-hmm. Embrace ease. Embrace presence. Embrace experiences and people for exactly what they're meant to be. I'll share this last recent story, and then I think I'm gonna get off. But ever since I was little, I've had a thing about men and people honking at me when I'm walking, right? I can't stand it. I have an older sister, and even being the baby sister, I would get pissed when men were looking at her or honking at her or anything. I'd be like, what are you looking at? Or have some respect, right? So one day, I'm in the thrift store, and I realized this man was following me around the fucking store. And it took me a minute to, I'm like, okay, let me not assume, right? But then it was so very obvious because I'm like, what are you doing in the women's jeans? So I start yelling, hey, are you following me? And he got spooked and left. So I share that story to share this story. I'm walking, I'm getting my steps in, I'm getting my miles in, and this truck is honking at me, and I'm completely ignoring it. So I keep along my walk, and then somehow the truck finds me on the other side of where I was, and they're trying to get my attention, rolling down their window. So I have my headphones in, and I took one out to lay that motherfucker out. Like, you have some nerve honking at me and following me, blah, 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 blah. And he so calmly said, I don't know if anyone has told you today or recently, but you are absolutely beautiful. Listen to them cheering outside, and I was just like, oh, I appreciate that. I just needed to tell you that. And he went on about his motherfucking way. He went on about his way. He was like, you know what? I just had to say that. Yeah, wow. That was my response. Wow. Like, let me find out that ounce of receptivity I had in that moment to take my headphone out. And that's what I said earlier. Like, spirit will give you more than you think it is if you're just open-minded to what it could be. Don't let the history of your life speak you out of or scare you out of the possibilities for your future. You never know. I mean, he was handsome. He was clearly a working man. He was attractive. I wasn't at all looking at him in that way, but it was the fact that he wasn't just some grimy, nasty, lustful, low vibrational ass man like I've experienced in life. He was someone who felt the need to offer that to me, to gift that to me, to say, listen, I don't know what you got going on, and I mean no disrespect, but I just wanted you to know that you are absolutely beautiful. Happened again to me, another version of that. Someone from my past hit me up and was just like, I don't know if you're dating anyone. Basically, like, I mean no disrespect, but I just need to tell you, like, I think about you all the time. And I was just like, what are like the nature of your thoughts? He was just like, if anything, just I should have been a better friend to you. Like, you never know what you're being blessed with. You never know in what form exactly what you need is coming in, because I don't really think about that person. I have fond memories of that person. I have that person on social media. But to hear someone say, honestly, like, fuck all the fluff, I just wish I would have been a better friend to you, and to be someone who's really held friendship dear to my heart, even over romantic relationships, that was exactly what I needed to hear. It was like, oh, wow, like I am seen the way that I want to be seen, or just in the way in which spirit is showing me that I can embrace. Like it was said on the Micah podcast, it might be time for you to stop being alone. It might be time for you to embrace what it looks like when you have people in your corner in whatever capacity they're meant to, right? Some people are our everyday people, some people are our every couple weeks, every couple months, every year, whatever. There's no hate. You'll know that it's divine when, hear me out, when it feels like there has been no time lost, when there's no disrespect, when there's not too big of an upset about the lack of presence. You'll see that these are people who have their own shit going on. They have their own lives. They have their own, things happening where they're not codependent on your presence. And those are the people who you'll begin to align with, because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not looking at anybody else's plate, pockets, path, nothing. You're completely focused on who you are and what you need to do for you and your path and what spirit has for you. And the more that you focus on that, the more you receive in whatever way it comes. In whatever way spirit says, you know what? I'm seeing 111. No. 1111 and 388. The more that happens, you'll just see it's like, wow, I just have to have the faith of a fucking mustard seed. That's what you're telling me? All I have to do, really, that's it. That's all I gotta do. Like, come on. I just think that is so beautiful. I think that is so otherworldly and ethereal, and I'm grateful for the messages. I am grateful to be a messenger and a mouthpiece, because to conceptualize life in that way, in that manner, is freeing. That's why we have freedom right here. To embrace flexibility, to stretch, to be open to the lengths that your limbs can go to, not only physically but spiritually, finding freedom and embracing the signs along your path. And this card is a feather. When you start to have time to notice the things along your path, the synchronicities, you realize you were never fucking alone. You just didn't have time to realize. You were spending so much time surrounded by people that it wasn't clear to you, you know what, actually, God do got me, or my friends do have my back, or my woman, or my man, my, whoever. But in each of those people and in each of those things, God, spirit, the force of it all, Mother Nature, the universe, Gaia, it was all up and through them things, those places, and those people. When you were in alignment, it was missing when you weren't. You didn't feel that presence in those situations you got caught up in. You didn't feel that presence where, when you were indulging in the things that you were indulging in. So it's basically saying, let this be, these lives or this time in your life, 50 minutes even, 5000. Remember, if you're seeing times on the dot, you are in alignment with divine time. Literally what I'm saying. Allow these messages to be the cherry on top, the sprinkles, whatever, to say, you know what? I am had. My back is had. Like that short that has like 7K views more than anything I've ever posted on YouTube. Your back is had, but you have to know that and you have to have belief in that. You have to know. You can't guess. You can't wait for someone else to tell you. You can't, be wondering, damn, I do feel like God loves me, but I just, and you're waiting on somebody else to tell you? No. Mm-mm. Hold on, y'all, because I'm ordering my food. Oh my goodness. I don't play about food. The tourist in me recently, just luxury on all levels. What's in alignment with me? But yeah, best believe. Best believe. And speak up for what you want. That's a synchronicity that happened for a reason, because I really don't like interruptions, and I don't play with y'all time. That's why I don't like when you play with mine. But me ordering my food is significant to what I'm saying, because I want something different than I would usually get from this place. So I needed to take a moment to specify to this person, this time I want, this. My order has changed, right? It's like, you know what? I used to be that person. I used to always want that. I used to love that. But actually, flexibility, freedom, movement, harmony, all of that says to me, actually, I think I want something different this time. And when you're in alignment with spirit, you have the authority to say so. Thank you all for being here. If you have been here, like that live, hit that thumbs up. If you don't see it under the video, navigate to the description using the three dots in the top right and hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. It is equal energy exchange. Hold on. And sometimes, and sometimes you have to be quick because they already ordered for me. And instead of having an attitude or feeling like, damn it, or being upset, I'm happy someone knows my motherfucking order. That makes me feel loved. And next time I will speak up more quickly, like, actually, I want to do something different. No problem. No issue. Again, when you are in alignment with what's coming for the collective community, you are in a power position to say, I'm okay if it does happen. I'm okay if it does not. 222. So, with that being said, I'm hearing pull one more romance oracle. We have this out in part one, so let me shuffle one more time. Pay attention to the red flags. I'm not getting that with toxicity or anything like that. I'm getting, if you were at a construction site, you need to be mindful of the red flags so you don't hurt yourself. It's not about them hurting you, but you need to watch where you're going and where you're stepping, because I just saw soulmate. And I did get the message earlier, do right by them or miss out. I can't make it up. Express your love. Show us clearly, spirit of all that is pure, true, and divine. I am so grateful. We are so grateful for these messages. Thank you for guiding us. Show us clearly. What's the message? Why was I guided to the Women's Oracle for one last card? Show us what it is. I heard put those back, but two fell. Love yourself first. It is safe for you to love. So no. Yeah, finances and career on the bottom. Your finances will shift when you realize that it's safe for you to love yourself. It doesn't make you less than. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you a loser or anything that you could probably tell yourself about loving yourself more than others love you. Make the effort came out. That's the card. The one thing we all need to know from this deck, make the effort. Pretty much the whole of what I've been saying, especially in the most recent episode of the Micro Podcast, as I see 5505 and hear that sound of confirmation, the message being show up and express that you're ready. But more than saying it, make the effort, make the move, take the step. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. This whole time, that's what we've been talking about. Show up and show out. I'm trying to place what song I'm hearing. Um, can't really place the first one just yet. But I'm also hearing Girls All Around the World by Lloyd. 5555 with flirt on the bottom. Hey, maybe you're not a one person. And the moment you embrace that, or you make the effort to really see yourself for who you are and not be shamed out of it, then your life will probably flow much easier. That's the message for someone. I just cut the deck to soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So for others, it's like, oh wait, that is so cute. The make the effort card that came out has the child version of the soulmate card. So you may have known someone since childhood. Aw, how cute. Gotta make the effort though. Thank you all for being here. Like the live as you come in because Equal Energy Exchange says so. It's 7:47 where I am, and I just saw 6:44 in the time on my timer. We're at 56 minutes, so that was about an hour. Not that time really matters, it's relative. But definitely make sure you're doing the things that you know help you heal, help you to remain balanced, help you to create and manifest and stay light, keep your aura clear, protected, smudge your spaces, listen to your Hertz music, dance, smoke, take a night drive, whatever it is that you know helps you in balance and moderation. Okay? Remember, we all have different capacities. Some of us can smoke 3 blunts a day. Some of us don't need to do nothing. So keep that in mind. Again, know yourself so that you can continue to be informed by the point of it all, which is the divine, spirit, God, the universe. You will continue to get the information you need the more you embody who you are. Because if you show up acting like you have a skill set you don't have, you're fucking up the whole mission. You're showing up acting like you're capable of something you're not capable of, you're setting everyone back. Or if you show up and act like you don't have the credentials you do have, you're setting everyone back. Be who you are in your light and in your darkness, in your balance, in your truth, in your authenticity, and let life show up for you. Show up in your life, as I've been saying, love yourself to life, and allow that portal to open where now life is showing you, I love you. Everywhere you turn, it's a reminder that you are loved. Everywhere you go, hey, I like your haircut, man. Hey, nice shoes. Hey, I was just thinking about you. Hey, here's a piece of information. Hey, know that you're safe. Random signs on the street saying keep going, keep moving, 833, whatever the signs are, you'll see more the more you embrace yourself and the possibility that they are being given to you. If you let too many people get in your ear, this is exactly what they're going to say. That's not God speaking to you. What the fuck do you mean God said? That's not God. 5855 on the clock. I'm talking to somebody. I am talking to somebody right now. Hold up. That's exactly what's going to be said. Oh, that's not what you think it is. Oh, no, they don't love you. They don't care. If they cared, they'd be blowing your phone up every day. No, that's not God. If it was God, you would have what you wanted. You would scrub just like me, nigga. People will try to keep you exactly where you are. Hear me. Or where you've been. For the simple fact that they're not destined to be where you're going. And Spirit said, you're going. Spirit said, you're going. I'm getting, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, I feel. 9:44 in the time. I'm getting damn, I can't even remember the name of the show. Power Book, Canaan, Raising Canaan. There we go. And the mother, when it came to going to that specialty school, 60 minutes on the dot, another time right on the dot. And she was like, "Oh no, you're going. You're making something of yourself. You're leaving this place." That's how your spirit team is showing up for you right now. They're saying, "Oh no, we've been there, done that. We've experienced all of that. You're meant for more." So you're gonna put your big boy shoes on, your big girl panties, whatever you gotta do, and you're gonna do what's needed of you to exceed all this shit. Because we've already done it. There's nothing new under the sun. We don't need to run that song back anymore. We're ending the cycle. We're taking the song off of repeat, and it's time for you to hum your own tune, dance to your own rhythm, go do something else. And if I have to force you to do it, I will. Sometimes it's, hey, if push comes to shove. I am wishing everyone well in accordance with their highest good. I know these messages will reach who they're meant to reach. I'm grateful to be a mouthpiece and a messenger. Do not shoot the messenger. My ancestors will, in fact, shoot your ass back. They do not miss. Until next time, in divine time, 6111 on the clock, 111, sun, manifestation, energy, peace.